What is going on, YouTube? How you doing? Joe here in the shop on a Tuesday. Such a beautiful day here in Nashville. So gorgeous. The leaves here in Nashville, the leaves may be turning a little bit later than usual because this is the 21st of October, and usually here in the area I'm in, you see more color, but right now there's still a lot of green out there. I am seeing a couple of trees out there that are beginning to get their reds and oranges. Hmm. Beautiful time of year, although I'm not crazy about what comes after this, which is winter. Not a cold weather guy. I'm smoking my Paul Winslow Crown Billiard with that spiral shank on it, kind of a stubby length. Like it a lot. And in it, smoking some of this Davidoff Flake Medallion. There you go. And been drinking a little coffee, a little Starbucks this morning, and a little orange juice. Mm. Oh yeah. By the way, in case you're wondering, I've often wondered if people will go, how come you wear that same shirt all the time? This old Fox 17 shirt. I used to be weather guy at Fox 17 here in Nashville, and from time to time, they have still tried to call on me. The last couple of times, my schedule didn't work out to go fill in. But anyway, I was the chief guy there for a number of years, and back before that, I was with the CBS affiliate in town. Now I'm a pipe maker. Hey, hey. But you wonder, you see this shirt? Well, it's not the same one. I have a lot of these shirts, and I just happen to like the way they fit, and they're good work shirts. So I wear these a lot. So in case you're wondering, you're wearing this, don't you have any other shirts? Well, there are multiple shirts. I think I have another different color one. Anyway, I digress. The reason I come on today is not to do a review of tobacco or pipes or show you new pipes or whatever, but to do a different kind of review. A review on the iPhone 6 Plus. Yeah. Now, many of you know that I'm a Mac guy and have been for a long time, an Apple guy. I've got MacBook Airs and iPads and MacBook Pro and all this kind of stuff, and have had every iPhone that's ever been released. This one happens to be the iPhone 6 Plus. It's the big one. Well, let me get my ruler out here and kind of show you. There you go. So they finally got a big iPhone. Now, not long ago, I rocked the Galaxy Note 2 and Note 3. Now, the Note 4 has come out in competition with the 6 Plus, or the 6 Plus came out in competition with the Note 4. I really liked the Galaxy, the Samsung Galaxy, mainly because of the stylus. I really love the stylus on it. But to work and be compatible with all my other stuff, like my Macs and everything, I tend to like the iPhone better. I love the simplicity. I love the beauty of it. Now I've got a case on it. This is a kind of a leather case. It's got the Apple logo there. And what I like about this phone, I like the size of it, no doubt. I like the speed of it. I'm not going to get into. I'm not into all the real high tech issues of how much RAM and how. I'm just a user. I just tell you that I like the way it does things. I love the camera on here. Most of the time, now this time I'm using a different camera, but most of the time when I shoot my videos, when you see my videos, they're shot with my iPhone, and I've got a mount for it, and I, use this to shoot the videos because I can edit on here. There's something on here called iMovie, which is right there, which is the best mobile editing software, hands down, period. That's one of the reasons why I'm not still on the Galaxy Notes, because unfortunately Samsung doesn't have really good video editing software. They have some, for me, I like it better. I like to be able to do things, more slick production or whatever with it, and none of the, and I researched it, and when I had them, I looked and looked and looked and looked and tried my best, and they just didn't have anything. So I like that. New feature that started yesterday was the Apple Pay. And Apple Pay, where you can take a little passbook here, and it opens up to your credit card and any other cards that you might have in there. I've got my Starbucks card in there, and you can't tell what my number is because the number is hidden on that. But you can go up and they have something called NFC in here, which transmits to a receiver, and you can put it literally. If this were the receiver, you can put this right close to it and put your thumb on there, which has the fingerprint sensor. Fingerprint sensor is down here in the little home button, if you will, and it works. I went to Walgreens, which is one of the companies that takes Apple Pay, and sure enough, it worked. It was beautiful. I did go to McDonald's for lunch yesterday because McDonald's Corporation is supposed to have Apple Pay right off the bat. And I went up to the drive-through window and I said, "I'm going to pay with Apple Pay." And the girl goes, "What?" And I'm not going to say where, what location, or whatever, but they didn't know anything about it yet. So maybe it's individual McDonald's have to get all up to speed, but there are a ton of places already taking it. And that's, to me, I think that's going to revolutionize how we pay for things. And it's so secure. It's amazing the security on it. Not only through fingerprint or whatever. And people are asking, well, what if you lose your phone? Then they can go in and use it to wipe out your bank account or whatever. Well, first of all, this is locked down and it has to have my fingerprint to open it, as far as the phone is concerned. Then it has to have my fingerprint to actually make it work. So, whatever. And then if I've lost this, then I can go into my computer with my find my iPhone app, and I can actually lock down or erase my iPhone if I want to. If it's gone somewhere, I can find out where it is. If I want to track it down, I can, or I can just erase it, almost kind of like Mission Impossible. Where it says this tape will self-destruct and whatever. I would like that to be on there. I would like that to recording to all of a sudden pop up in the thief's hands when he's trying to look at it and go, this iPhone is going to self-destruct in 5, 4, and all of a sudden a big puff of smoke comes out of it. That would be awesome. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but doggone it, if you stole somebody's property, then maybe consequences need to be paid. But I really like the iPhone. I use it. My Instagram and everything is set up right there, and you can go through, and it's it scrolls so easily. Dagner, by the way, is giving away a beanie on Instagram. You need to check that out. Dagner Pipes beanie on there. But and I can take my pictures here. The camera, I think this is like an 8-megapixel camera up here on the front. And like a 1 point something on 8 megapixel on the back and 1 point something on the front. But they have you think, well, the Samsung Galaxy Note has a 16 megapixel. Well, it's not quite apples and oranges in there because of the processing that they have for the cameras on the iPhone versus the other. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking down the other. It's just different. Okay, so it's not like this one is going to be so far inferior to the other because it has like half the megapixels. It's just not that way. A lot of people would say that the iPhone still takes better pictures. Now, unless you're going to take a picture and make it and print it out and be like poster size, then you need all those megapixels, and you need the Samsung. I don't know too many people who are using a phone to take a picture to print out huge prints like 11 by 17s and stuff like that. These would be fine to print out up to like an 8 by 10 if you wanted to do that. Send it to Walgreens or wherever you send it to. But I just wanted to say, so far since I had this, and I stood in line or sat in line all night long waiting for the opening the following day at the Apple store here in Nashville, in the Green Hills area of Nashville, for this phone. And I've done it quite a number of times on iPhone releases, and we have a blast there. It's not just the standing in line for a phone thing, it's the fun, it's the adventure of doing that. And this one is definitely well worth it, and I've really enjoyed the iPhone 6. So there's my little mini review, if you will, of the iPhone 6 Plus. That's the one I have, and of course they have a little smaller one, which is bigger than the 5S. It's just the iPhone 6, and I like the 6 Plus because I've got larger hands here, so I can handle that. Plus, I actually sold my 5S and my iPad Mini to be able to get this because I wasn't due renewal or whatever up for renewal, so I had to pay for this full retail. But to do that, I sold stuff to be able to do it. I sold my 5S and my iPad Mini. And the reason why I sold my iPad Mini is because with this thing, I don't have the desire to have my iPad Mini, which is not that much bigger than the iPhone 6 Plus. So got what I need with that. All right, well, that's about it for today as far as my little tech review. It's the first time I've done one of those in a while. Let me know what you think. I know there are all kinds of people with strong views one way or the other. Well, Samsung only or iPhone only. Come on. Their phones, I would be actually just as happy with a Galaxy Note 4 as I would be with the iPhone 6 Plus as far as phone to phone. But again, because of the fact that I have Macs and Apple products and everything that I wanted, everything to talk to each other, and I know you can rig some things with the Galaxy Note to make it talk to other things, but that's the whole point, is you've got to rig it to do that. I love the stylus on the iPhone, on the Galaxy Note, but I got a stylus here for this one, so I can use it to do things. And the fact that this has much better video editing software really tilted the scale for it. So that's it. That's all. I got to go make some pipes. God bless you all. Catch you next time.